Shalom Uvracha. So I got this great question. This young couple managed to get engaged. Mazel tov today. It's no easy thing in the world today. They got engaged and they're even going to visit each other's parents before the wedding. The problem is that because of all the lockdown and everything, it's not so easy to find a place for each of them to stay. So the question is, can you stay an engaged couple under the same roof to sleep at night? So obviously, they're not allowed to sleep in a house, even in different rooms, if there's no one else there. That's called yichud, that people who aren't married are not allowed to spend overnight in the one house if there's no one else there. But that's not the question they're asking. They're asking if they take the girl to the boy's house, his parents will be there, his brothers and sisters will be there, they have a spare room maybe in the basement, in the attic, and they want to put the color up to sleep overnight. Is she allowed to do that? And also vice versa, to take the young man to meet the lady's parents. Can he sleep in a spare bedroom there? Well, the Shulchan Aruch mentions in Even HaEzer that a couple who's engaged should not sleep in the same house. The reason given is that they're afraid that they might actually start hating each other. Maybe she'll see him in the morning grumpy before his coffee, or he'll see her, whatever, and it'll break up the wedding. Does this apply today? Today, the word engaged means that there's a commitment to get married. But in the Shulchan Aruch, the word engaged, erusin, means they've actually done that first stage of marriage. Today we do erusin under the chuppah, and then we read the ketubah, and then we do the final stage in the surin, the final stage of getting married. But in the time of the Gemara, there was a year between those two events. You would do erusin, which actually made you a married lady. You just didn't live together with the husband until a year had passed. Perhaps this halacha only applies when they've made that formal first step. Well, the Ramah on the Shulchan Aruch adds, even if they've only done it shiduchim. Shiduchim is what we call today in Yiddish a vort or t'nayim, where the couple's family makes some type of formal agreement that they will get to the chuppah, but they're certainly not married yet. Well, we could say that in our communities, people don't even do that so formally. Maybe you have an engagement party, but people aren't really signing forms and making a formal obligation. So maybe this law doesn't apply. The Aruch HaShulchan writes that there's another reason we should be careful. He says it's not just because they might discover and start hating each other. It could be because of the opposite. And we know in our world today that opposite, that they might get too close before the wedding, and that could lead to all types of problems of modesty, and therefore it's not suitable that they sleep under the same house. She's just a room away, he's just 2 rooms away, and therefore the Aruch HaShulchan says that the reason we need to be careful is so the couple doesn't get too close. Let's try and bring this down to halacha today. So what we've seen is found in the Shulchan Aruch and Even HaEzer in chapter 55. From the language there, it says, lo tov, it's not good. That seems to imply that we should apply the halacha as follows. Where we can easily organize for the couple to sleep in different houses, that's what we should do. But if there's a real time of need, like in today's world, where because of the coronavirus, people don't want to have guests and strangers in their house, or where there are other pressing needs that would make it really difficult to find a different place for the other person to sleep overnight, a person can be lenient and actually sleep under the same roof. But, of course, they should take extra precautions to be careful of all the laws of modesty and tzniut. And please God, they should manage to come to chuppah and kiddushin with a lot of simcha and build a bayit ne'eman b'Yisrael. Shalom Uvracha.